Hey, Jonathan here at TopSaw, all things wood from tree work to woodwork. As if you've seen it in some of my other videos, this is usually what I climb with, the Stihl 200T. This is the greatest saw ever built. But recently I got the little electric Husky, and I actually really like this a lot. It can't do what the 200T does, but it's a great pruning saw. What I want to go over in today's video is what happens when you throw your chain and if it won't go back in. So sometimes if the chain gets a little too loose and you're working, or you bend it or pinch it or something, you'll throw the chain off of the bar like this. And what will happen when that happens is that you'll put burrs on the inside right here. So if you look at that, those little burrs will prevent it from going back into the bar. So if you have those burrs on there, you might be able to take the whole thing off, put the chain back on. Don't forget the cutters have to go on this side. That's a good rookie move to make on your first day at a tree service. Put the chain on backward and complain it's not very sharp. So see, these right here won't go in because of the burrs, but we'll just kind of force them in. And those right there are not in. You can't really push those in, they're closed, but they're rubbing on the inside. So those steel burrs in there are not allowing it to go all the way in. I'll put this on after I clean all the sawdust out of it. This is a chain adjustment here. This is a TopSaw chainsaw tool that I invented. Finger tight, and I tighten it up, and you can see it's tightening right there, is in there, but those won't go all the way in because of those burrs. Tighten a little bit more. So that's pretty tight. I'm curious, it might run. So then turn it on, see if it runs. It runs great. It cleaned all those burrs up. It's still a little bit loose. Make sure I lock it before I touch the chain. So here, let me take the battery out. So I'm going to take the battery out, unlock it, so there's no way I could get cut. And you can see it's spinning pretty well. And all those burrs are gone. So that's actually where the burrs were right there, and they kind of got worn off. So there's a couple ways to do it. One is just to get it as tight as you can once it's thrown and run it. The second is if it won't run, just take it and pull it backwards on the log, keeping your fingers away until it's able to get the burr down enough. And then finally, if that doesn't work, go ahead and pull the chain off. And you could file those insides flat. To pull the whole chain off. I mean, this is the right way to do it, but if you're in a tree climbing, you could try just to get it back on there if you have a TopSaw on you. Then if not, pull the chain backwards and try that. And then the right way to do it is to take that inside piece right there that has the burr on it, put on a piece of wood, just use a flat file. And file those burrs off. So again, this channel is All Things Wood. If you like these videos, hit subscribe and like. I try and get 2 videos out every week on either tree work or woodworking. So you can see now that I'm done flat filing here, they're really smooth now and they won't tear that bar up at all. If you get a little kink in the chain like that, you can't undo it, you got to go that way and through. Where are we at? There it is. Then again, the teeth, these are the cutters, these are the rakers. The height of that raker, the difference between the height of that raker and the tooth determines the size of the chip, which is really a big idea. So you want to make sure after you file a chain down, you file those rakers down a little bit too. I'm cutting forward, put the chain back on again. Yeah, remember to always take that battery out when you're working on a cutter. You can see now they fit in there smoothly. It's on there pretty tight. There you go. It's still just a little bit loose. So again, I'm going to finger tighten it up. Not too tight. That's about the right tightness there. So if you throw a chain, the first thing you could do is just try and pull it backwards. See if you get it back on. If that doesn't work, you could tighten it up and try and force them in and see if it'll run. And then the third option is take the chain all the way off and file down the inside of the chain that goes inside the bar. All right, well, I sure hope that helps. Hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching. I'd like to hear your comments below if you have any better ideas.